Good afternoon, everybody, and good morning to those in the United States of America. This is another live show from the Speedy Feet HQ. This is not a green screen behind me. We are not actually in the woods. We have learned our lesson. Never try anything new. So bite, 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 bite. And then we got bite there, bite there, bite there, bite there, bite there, bite there, a bite there, a bite there, and there, and there, and there. And I had bites all across my forehead as well. And Mario had a few bites. How many bites did you have, Mario, do you think?
10-ish.
10-ish, yeah. I got a healthy, innocent strawberries and bananas, never added sugar drink today. As well as a cup of tea, I suspect. We have just been out. I forgot my GoPro. I usually film the people that are on to start with. We've just been out filming the acceleration test on the Monster Pro using a speed gun. So, did anyone watch the video I put up last night of pads? I mentioned that because, one, there was a video I put up last night about pads, but not only that, they came in very useful for the acceleration test on the Monster Pro. So we got Marty's online, time for another love show. Another love show. It's not quite a love show, but close. With or without mosquitoes. Without today, we've opted into that. Nicky David, will it be broadcast outside this week? No. Greetings all, says Olav, with his KS18XL, where he's got almost 10,000 kilometres on that. A Sherman with just under 5,000 kilometres. Oh, look, Mario's coming in with the cam. Next ride will cross over. Getting near to 17,000 kilometres since I started riding in September 2018. There we go. Thank you, Mario. He has brought the camera. Mosquitoes attack if you have smelly feet. So Ian was attacked aggressively, not Mario. Correct. I've got very smelly feet. They've got this condition that makes them smell like roses. And so they attack me. And here are the people that are on, who've made it into the vlog, who got on nice and early. Well done. You're on. And I'm out. Nice t-shirt. It is. Someone called Ivan made me this t-shirt. Who was it who commented? Ivan commented, nice t-shirt. So if you ever shut off the screen, I suspect. See, look. Can you see it? I think you can. It says Speedy Feet. It might be a little bit overexposed. But then it also says Eat My Dust on the back. So wear that frequently. Starting to fade now. Hi all. I'm currently on my 5th week of recovery from being bitten by my Nicola Plus pedal. Ouch. Foot plates that smash into your shins do hurt a lot. The naturally good smoothie. I'm sure Mario's going to get a cup of tea at some point. You never know. One of our link systems went down, which was connected to the camera just before we went live. Oh, phone's ringing. Hello?
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Just on a I'm just on a live show at the moment.
Am I on?
Yeah, you are. Yeah, everyone can hear you. You're on loudspeaker.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, you're right.
What a lovely t-shirt you're wearing. What's this
It is a lovely t-shirt. It says "Eat My Dust."
Yeah, very nice. Eat
Yeah.
my dust.
Okie dokie. Hi,
Hi, everyone.
yeah. I'll catch you later then.
Love you. Nice
Yeah.
to talk to you. Bye.
Bye. Tea and biscuits time. Correct. It should be tea and biscuits time. We have run out of Scottish blend. If you watch the weekly vlog, you would have noticed that. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Marty says, makes me want Clark pads now. Nice video. Definitely, if you've not tried them, it's worth giving it a go. The thing is, it can take some getting used to, so actually stepping into them and stepping out of them. And you'll see that with the acceleration test on the Monster Pro. I slipped up once by not quite getting my leg in correctly. And of course, we're trying to make it go as fast as possible out the blocks to 20 miles an hour. So we're doing the 0 to 20 miles an hour speed test, which is kind of real life stuff. It's not about going mental fast, but if you thought, I'm going to pull out this junction, I need to go, go, go. It's kind of like a real life test, which started to introduce into the videos. So yeah. And I'm doing a 3rd range test, something I've never ever done before on the Monster Pro, because it's not quite getting the results I would like to see. It's quite far adrift, so it's lovely weather now, nice and sunny. It should be doing really well. And we've got the new board in it, which enables it to go down lower voltage, so it should give you more range, but it's not actually performing that well. I think the last range test I did, it did worse than I did in the original range test. So I'm giving it a third chance and logging absolutely everything. And I'll talk about that when the Monster Pro video comes out. You know, how much altitude I've gained or lost, how fast, average speed, etc. And we'll see what the final mileage is. Maybe it's really good on this last one, I don't know. If it isn't, we'll then charge it up fully and then test the voltage of each of the battery packs just to make sure that it's running on fully healthy battery packs. So, yeah. Sean says, tries to spin wheel in sand and stepped off, followed by tyre gripping and resulting in suspected broken leg. Ow. Too scared to go to hospital again. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Any good recommendations on pads for the Kingsong S18? It's my first EUC, still waiting for it to clear customs. I'm so excited. I can't recommend you any pads for the KSS18 because I've never tried any on it. So if there's anyone in the comments who's actually fitted pads and has rode for them from some degree of mileage, so they've got the expertise to say, yes, these work really well, or no, they don't, please comment below. So there's no point in me recommending any because I haven't tried any. So many people probably would, but can't really, can you, if you haven't used them? Do you mount pads high enough so you can close foot plates or low to lock your foot down? So I leave them high enough. On the Monster Pro, you've got that whole real estate to use. So you're not really pushed for space on the Monster Pro, so probably slightly unfair comparison against another wheel. But I leave them up higher so I can close the foot plates up. All I'm looking for, I'm not looking to jump that wheel. So I've just left them up higher and just leaning into them. So leaning in and braking is what I'm using it for, no jumping. So yeah, that's how I've got them stuck. And of course, what they do recommend, if you've seen the video of the side pads, you will know I talk about this, but if you haven't, go and watch the video. They recommend you put Velcro on first, and then obviously you can peel them off and put them wherever you want it to go. Whereas we didn't have any of that, so we just stuck them on, and they keep ripping off. But they restuck several times now with no issues whatsoever. So incredibly strong glue. So do the InMotion honeycomb pedals fit the Sherman? I do not know. Never tried. The Sherman's the same as the Gotway fitting. So the question is, do InMotion foot plates fit Gotways? That's the question. I thought they did, but you had to create a little washer to go in. I can't remember. Who knows? But someone might know in the comments. Has anyone here put InMotion foot plates onto a Gotway? And then theoretically, you should then just be able to fit them to the Sherman. Or even better, have you fitted InMotion foot plates to a Sherman? I'm not sure why you'd want to. Why do you want to fit InMotion? Oh, it's the InMotion honeycomb ones. Okay, yeah. I think I did read that out. Yeah, so someone comment if you have, and then I should be able to help you out. Let's have a little look, see what we've got. Mario wanted me to show some stuff. I'm not sure what stuff he wanted me to show you though. Mario, what do you want me to show them? He's not in the room, so I'm reliant on him communicating using either Morse code by tapping on the wall or coming in. Here's Mario now.
Yeah, so you have the self-balancing bicycle.
I have the self-balancing bicycle.
And then you have custom-made pads. Not pads, but spacers.
Okay.
From Matthias.
Ah, so these are all your things, yeah?
Yeah. So basically, everything that you see on Facebook.
Yeah. He saved out some interesting articles. Articles of interest, shall we say.
Yeah, I'm just making your tea now.
Oh, he's making me tea.
Yeah.
He's making me tea. What biscuits we got? Actually, no viewers have sent any more in, have they?
No.
So we've run them completely dry.
Yeah, we still have the tea bags.
Which tea bags though? We run out of Scottish Blend as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
We are going to starve soon, Mario. People aren't sending stuff in. Don't know what we're going to do. We might. Can't come to this, can it? Can't come to it. We have to go to the shop and get some. That's unbelievable.
And also, with the self-balancing bicycle, the video, you really want to mute it because it's copyrighted music.
Copyrighted music.
But it's also the guy is Chinese, speaking Chinese.
He's Chinese, speaking Chinese.
So it doesn't. It has
How dare he?
In Chinese.
Has what?
Subtitles in Chinese.
Oh, it does.
So it doesn't make any sense if you don't know Chinese. But it's still cool video. 100,000 views in a couple of days.
Okay. This could be interesting. So here we have it, is the engineer builds self-balancing autonomous bicycle in spare time. Tired of having to worry about falling off his bicycle, a cunning hardware engineer called Zi Hu Yun built a bicycle that avoids obstacles and self-balances. The engineer who worked on the bicycle project in his spare time over the course of 4 months crafted a self-balancing electric unicycle, self-balancing bicycle using accelerometer and gyroscope sensors that allow the bike's front wheel to compensate and quickly change direction if it's going to fall. The system generates just the right amount of angular momentum in the right direction to stop the bike from falling. Impressively, the bike's motion, as seen in his video embedded below, is actually quite smooth. It doesn't look like it provides the janky ride we expected on first hearing about the project. The almost imperceptible changes made to the bike's balance make it feel like it's being ridden by a ghost. How do they know? What have they tested it against? Let's have a look at this video, shall we? Let's get on to it. Mario hasn't got his headphones in. Let's have another look. See if we can get this. Oh wow, it's quite in-depth video. Oh, thank you, Magic Hand.
If you scroll more towards the end, you will see.
Okay. Drift, so-called fly. Wow, drift in the rear end of a bike. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, he is building this from scratch, isn't he? Right. Okay. And then he's got some of the manufacturing of it. Okay. Oh well. Little fan there. Wow, what a contraption. That is a contraption. You can't even see it now. Because Mario's done something. What's he doing? He's doing special things. Right, let's skip along. I want to see it working. Aha, here we go. This looks a bit more like it, doesn't it? Let's get to the bit we all want. Ah, see, he's got a flywheel sat in the middle there. Spinning around. Oh, wow. Isn't that interesting? That is quite something. Wow. That's just bizarre, isn't it? Brilliant. Putting a house brick on one side and it still stays up. That is very impressive. Very strange. This would be good, wouldn't it? When you can make it like the Teslas, auto driving, auto riding. Man, oh man. She really built this in his spare time. Wow. So it's actually picking up objects there, you see, and going around them. Not the smoothest, but I'm not complaining. Because this is impressive. Just want this on the wheels then we don't have to do any thinking at all. We can just let it do its thing, innit? Stand on there and just let it. Oh, it'd be good if we go upstairs. I don't have to carry the Monster Pro upstairs then. Here we go. There we go. Yuan. It's not pronounced Yuan, is it though? Okay. Well, there we go. That's a very interesting little article there that Mario's come up with. Let's have a look at the next one. Simple yet effective. This is like the news, isn't it? We should have had the news intro, really. If it loads. Matthias Gran, or Matthias, I can never pronounce that name. This is a video with simple yet effective, modelled and printed in TPU. These spaces are easy and installed easily, then rotated 90 degrees for a tight pedal. So let's try and get this volume on, make it a bigger screen, and then let's try again. There we go. Bit of friction to the foot plate, stop it wobbling around. So if you're going down steps or something, or dropping off a curb, and you want the foot plates up, they won't get knocked to come down. So there we go. There's that one. Check that out. Salt Lake. Let's right click that, open a new tab. We've got a Salt Lake. Hope these articles are interesting to you, if it loads. And this is the Gotway guys. Bigoody, Johnny B. Goody. On Salt Lake. Ooh. It's quite a sight, isn't it? Ooh. Quite a sight, isn't it, that is? I wonder if the salt's any good for him. Not if it's a hollow motor, probably isn't. Pretty cool though, isn't it? Kind of looks like ice. Oosh, down some steps. Let's have a look at the next video. We've got another little video as well. There we go. What are the red boots they're wearing? Don't stop wrecking their shoes. Probably is. There's a bit of water there. Oh. Weird. How very strange. It's as strange as the other thing. Bigoody. Full of salt. Right, if you've got your fish and chips, you know where to go for some salt. We have got Shy T-Post in 2006 video. What's this, Mario? What are you stitching me up here? Okay. I made a bicycle recognition system. Okay. Seems to be where you sit. Butt recognition system. Okay. And because Facebook's really helpful, it's muted it.
It has a butt recognition system when the thief sat on it. A bicycle anti-theft device. It has a butt recognition system when the thief sat on it.
Wow.
A bicycle anti-theft
It basically blows them up.
It has a butt recognition.
I've seen a similar one to that where they do stuff with a bike, and so it's trapped in a little cord, and when they ride off on it, it pulls that pin and blows them up. Not sure that's yeah. And this is Mario versus the police, which wouldn't be the first time. He went away once and got in trouble with the police. Let's have another look. No sound again. It hasn't given me the button, so.
Let's pull over. Not again. Third time this week. Let's see what they want.
It would be better, wouldn't it, if they were dressed as
Hey, what's up,
something else.
everybody? How y'all doing today? What seems to be the problem today?
No, man, this is not a joke anymore.
Throwing bananas. Brilliant. Tim says, hi, youngish Ian. Hello, Timothy. He is on a Segway cart there, isn't he? Supposed to be super talky.
Okay, now hit the gas. Oh, let's get it, let's get it. The right is the gas, the left is the brake. You got this. Boing, 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 boing.
They're good, those are. I quite like them. Gonna have to get one and I for the sake of it. There's Mario in the house. You're gonna get one of those, Mario.
I'm waiting for the K4.
You're waiting for the K4. It's not the K4.
Here it comes, here it comes.
It's not from the. It's not the K4. We got the K5 coming in.
Okay.
The K4 that people have been driving around is an old version. They've redone it. So we got the K5. We ordered a K4 from Big Udi, but it's not K4. It was delayed and we got K5. They changed the frame. So that'll be interesting when it comes in for a bit of a laugh out the front in the old warehouse. Right, here we go. What's the next one we got? What's this, Mario? Tell me more about it. Tell me more.
Not this one, the next one.
Not that one. Right, you're going to ditch that one, are you?
Yeah, so the video.
This is the video.
Yeah.
Mike Leahy.
And that'll be the last one.
What, Mike will be the last one?
No,
Alright, cool. So I've been continuing to work on my Nintendo bubble machine thing.
This is great.
I now have 4 bubble blowing machines. The wiring looks like a mess, but it only looks like it. It's not actually a mess. I have an on-off switch. That's my transmitter. I have a bubble juice manifold with a big reservoir. And I have a horn that's battery powered now. Alright, so here we go.
Nice.
Bubbles! So many bubbles! It's like a bubble apocalypse, and I'm hoping to do twice as many. And then, so that's button B. Button A is momentary on. I don't know, that might be overwhelms the mic. But I have a little housing.
What's he doing with this?
With a car horn and its own wireless relay in it.
So he's going to put it onto an electric unicycle.
I think so.
A bubble machine.
Yeah.
Off.
There we go. So is anyone else going to do that with their electric unicycle? By any chance? No? Oh, Mario, now I've lost everybody now. Shame. Let's close it down, innit? Show all windows. Don't think it's going to show them. Is it there?
No, it's on Google Chrome.
It's on Chrome, is it?
Yeah.
That's that gone then. Right.
I mean, you can show Mike Leahy. I think people know him already.
Yeah, they've seen the jumps. I think that's all gone round the old.
Yeah. It's quite impressive. So
Let's just click on that. Let's just do that. Mike doing things. Let's do this. Stupid. Why does it always mute it?
Oh, that's an old one.
Can't do much about it. That was first on the list.
Oh, you're fine. I can go way up over here.
In some of the videos, he's at least wearing a bicycle helmet.
Yeah. Well, he's wearing a cap. That is brilliant, isn't it? That is brilliant. Right, kill that feed. And then I got to find a live show. Click on live show. Then click on pop out chat. If I can find it. Pop out chat. Close that down. There we go. Rightio. Let's have a little look. Any good recommendations on that already? Hi. Ian Williams is in the house. Wrong way. Hello everyone. Currently MSP 2,000 kilometers. Sherman 5,000 kilometers. Monster Pro 1,000 kilometers. We'll be back soon from Poland. Have the Shermans arrived? No, they haven't. They're looking into that. Haven't arrived today. Don't know if they'll even be here tomorrow either. I'm waiting for my Monster Pro since I ordered it in March. Wow. This delivery is getting ludicrous. March, April, May, June, 3. It's not too bad. You've probably got another 3 months waiting. Clark Pads makes specialised jump pads for the KS S18 that fit perfectly for the wheel and make it brilliant for jumping. So there you go. They might get your answer. So who asked that question? Don't know. Can't see it. Someone asked the question about Mario's crawling along on his hands and feet. Where you go, Mario? You playing that game like kids when they say, can you go on all fours? And they think you're like a donkey or something at the beach. Practicing. The fan kicks in to push it upright, it seems. Amazing stuff. I want one. Video seems to speed up a bit, but I'm not sure. Do you put EUC? Do you put the EUCs you do not use for a longer period of time in storage charge? If so, with special charge or just by riding the wheel to about 80% remaining charge, judged by the charging LEDs? So what, I mean, Ninebot have always recommended you charge it to 100%. If you're going to leave it for more than 3 months at one time, and any longer than 6 months, remove the battery. That's their recommendations. And with me, don't really have them long enough to have that problem, I suppose, because I'm constantly using them. I don't usually leave one just sat there. So yeah. So in that, the recommendation is, and it always has been, I've owned electric cars pretty much since they first came out. So the first generation Nissan Leaf, there was always the thing that you shouldn't rapid charge them because it would damage the batteries. And they slowly realised over time that it made hardly any difference at all, that it was not really worth worrying about. But there was this thing about, oh my goodness, the battery's going to be completely knackered in 3 years' time. You have to replace it. It's cost £10,000. And what do you do with the terrible chemicals left over from the battery? And it's never, we had. So in the family and people here, 4 Nissan Leafs, and all of their state of charges were brilliant. My parents have still got the Vizia Nissan Leaf that came out, Gen 1. Well, it's technically Gen 2. That is working absolutely fine. So we're 6-7 years on, something like that. 100,000 miles on it, something like that. So batteries, I wouldn't worry too much. I mean, they didn't really rapid charge much. So they've always charged at home, so it's a slow charge. But there's not really such a thing as a rapid charge for us. You can give the 5 amp charger and you can have 2 of them to have 10 amp. That's starting to get near, pushing the batteries a bit too much. Craig says Poppy's got just over 900 miles on her M10-3 now. That is incredible. That is incredible. She has been doing so well. Rob Hitch is in the house. He's from Farnborough, United Kingdom. In Motion V8 and a Gotway Nicola Plus. Have you got the viewers video, Mary?
Yeah.
He has got the viewers video. So we had 1 viewers video sent in?
Yes, and the competition.
And the competition results?
Top 3.
Well, top 3.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play the new submission for the viewers videos. Far away. Viewers videos. Has anyone else had a close encounter like that? I know I have. With squirrels. I haven't had a single groundhog run out in front of me. Not one. So I don't think it's a very big problem. We don't have groundhogs here. We do have squirrels though. So I've had several of them run out at me and almost completely squish them. So close. Haven't. So comment below if you've almost run anything over that's darted out in front of you that it wasn't your fault and it was unavoidable. Have you had any animals? If so, which animal? And whilst you're writing out the comments, let's play the top 3 selected viewers' videos. So the most voted on, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So here's the 3. Now you need to vote on these now. And one of them will be the lucky winner. So fire away. Viewers' videos. Asked. Viewers' videos. videos.
Here you are guys, I have just put a Samsung S5 mini mobile phone onto my Kingsong with Velcro. So now I've got a display like a Sherman. It's running EUC World, and it's a permanent feature. When the it's plugged into the USB port at the front, so when I switch the machine on it's charging, and when I switch the machine off it stops charging. But permanent feature. I mean the phone was cheap because it's an old model now, but it runs Android 6, so it still runs EUC World, and it still downloads to the internet when I get home via Wi-Fi. Hasn't got a SIM card in it because it's not using it as a phone. But I'm rather pleased with that. I mean, that probably beats the displays on any modern machine. And
Axed. Oh, we got the votes coming in. 16, 16, 16, 16. Has she stolen the show? I wonder. 16, they're all 16. I nearly hit a fox, says Ian Williams. I went past it by 5 yards and stopped, looked at it, and it looked back at me and then walked off. I don't think it was impressed now. That rolled its eyes at you, I suspect. So far, we have got 16s across the board. She is absolutely romping it. 16, 16, 16, 16. You may have some money in the bank, young lady, to win this show. And you have to purchase something such as another hoodie or a stand or something like that you could get. Or perhaps your dad will buy you a brand new wheel. How about a Monster Pro, or what else we got, Mario? Another M10, but in black. Talk about that in a minute. We can show them with a close-up shot of it. EX. You could have an EX or an EXN. Both those came in today. So we had EXs in and EXNs in and M10-3s in. And we're still waiting on Shermans to come in as well. But so far, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 votes on number 16.
Yeah, probably she'll win.
Got a suspicion you're going to win this. I don't know if you're watching. Well, you're home from school, if you go to school. 20, yeah, it's 20 to 5. Right, so that's us voting in. Should I try and bring this on, or are we going to zoom into this camera? I'm going to try and show it, connect this camera up, so... bear with me. I'm going to... So we can get a close-up of this M10-3, because it's in black. So it looks really slick. Move that there. Move this camera here. Oh, go to iOS settings, Wi-Fi on, connect to that. Am I in yet, Mario? I may or may not be.
No, not yet. Oh. Okay.
Okay, I'm on program. So this is the M10-3, which is familiar to a lot of you, I suspect, but it's in black. So if you wanted a close-up of it, wow, wow, chicka wow wow, chicka bow wow, chicka bow wow. There we go. And so these pads, of course, I'm used to seeing them in grey. So it's the first time I've actually had hands-on of the black model. So these, typically, the ones we sell as replacements, are in grey, which of course now means we need to double up on the parts. Oh. There you go. I think that looks pretty slick, if you ask me. Wow, okay. The foot plates are humongous as well. So it's got larger foot plates. And it's got massive foot plates. So they've changed those. Did you know that, Mario?
No.
You didn't know that? No. They got bigger foot plates. They're huge. And of course...
Actually, they're normal.
Well, yes, they're normal for wheels, not normal for the M10-3. Wow, okay. Yeah, that's a lot of... yeah. Oh. Yeah, very good. that's a close-up of that for you, the M103. Let me just put this. It does look really nice in black, and those larger foot plates, some people will like that. It'll also save you 50, 60 quid or whatever it is to swap them out. Let's put that back on, wrap her up nicely. Night night, little M103. Spin it around. Ah. There we go, look. That goes there. Get it on charge, ready to go out. There, fresh today, just arrived in. We got the EX there, Mary, EXN.
It's in a box.
Oh, it's in a box, is it? That's a shame. Could have showed people that. Couldn't we?
Oh, you can take the phone and...
Take the phone. You still have to get in the box, don't we? Just look in the box.
Yeah.
What was like that? There we go. Look, that's what a box looks like.
Go and do it.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. She wants a new wheel if she wins. That's good. So you'll have a little bit of credit against a new wheel. You'll probably understand that 30 quid store credit or whatever it is we give away. Another £1,500 is nothing for your dad to just, you know, just say to him, look, 30 quid off. You might as well just get another wheel while you're at it. I mean, why go to the hassle of checking out something for the value of 30 quid when you can just lob another wheel in the cart? Tell him that. That's what I'd tell him. And does he love you? If he loves you, then obviously you get you the wheel. And as Ivan said, similar thing. So there's another viewer that says Dad's only got to throw a few more quid in. So exactly right, yeah. Matt from Bath. Hi folks, sorry I'm late. Z10. Now, if you'd noticed, Matt was listing other wheels. Well, V5F, but no longer because he sold his V5F. He was extreme and was riding a 14-inch wheel off-road, but it's not getting enough use. So he's gone just to the Z10 now. Isn't the LED colours different too? Oh my goodness me. Let me take it off there a second. Let's have a little go. Oh, that's quite heavy, even though it's really light. Oh, now it's going to be locked, isn't it? Oh, it stopped beeping, which is good. But it's not to show the LEDs, is it? I don't think. Oops. Oh, there we go. There we go. Stabilised now. Oh, Stu Ross has given £10 towards our tea and biscuit budget. Mario, we're not going to starve. How good is that? Thank you very much, Stu. No, Mario, you all right? Hey, he's such a fuss about carrying these heavy wheels. Back problems and things like that. So, does it have different LEDs? I don't know. It's got a front light. Doesn't appear to have any LEDs. What's happened there, Mario? What have I done? Oh. No, it's got no LEDs. It did have a... Oh, there they are. There they are. They're lighting up. Don't you worry. There's the LEDs there. Look, you can make them out, I think. Possibly. Let's see if we can change that. That's multiple different colours. Can I actually change... Oh, you can. Oh, wow, we were. Seen that?
Wow.
Wow. Okay. So what does that... Oh. Yeah. That's all the way around. That's off. There's only... I'm just trying to think. I think there's only 3 options. So there's 3 colorways on that. Unless you can use the app and get more. But there we go. Let's spin her up, shall we?
Oh, the fan.
It's got a fan?
Yeah.
It's got a fan. Didn't have a fan before. The models we had in before didn't have a fan. Oh. It's got a little fan. Oh. Smash! That's your face. I like that though. It's got a little fan. That is so cute. What a brilliant thing. 800 watt motor. I mean, we say cute. That thing, if this was brought out at the time the 9-watt E first came out, C, this thing would be massively more powerful than that. It's 800 watt motor. Those started out at 350, I believe, and went up to 500. Wow. Okay. Now Mario is going to display to you all using his, you know, like the telly shows where they market products. This is something you could now do with all your your technique, your sales technique. This is now over to Mario. I hand it over to Mario. Point out all the features, Mario.
No.
And then
Just hold it.
he's going to hold it. Okay, and point. Oh. Ooh. Now you've already broken one desk this morning.
Yeah.
So. Oh, that's loud. Oh, the poor people. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Oh, and again. Is that it? That and again. Brilliant.
There you go.
Okay. Well, as you can see, this might be a little bit bigger than the M10 III, but as you can see here, if I could actually feel it around here, there it is. There's no suspension unit. No suspension unit. So this is the EXN. Stands for no suspension. So those of you who've been asking when we get the EXN in, they're in. They're not live on the site yet. Oh, that tyre smells lovely though. It really does smell nice. And so this is a side profile view. For those of you who are challenged, front view, and then other side view. And as you may note, you've got the blade. It's like a Highlander's sword. You're just missing the top bit here, and that comes up, and that's your trolley handle basically. And so then you've got the rear light as well. There's nothing fancy. There's no side lights or anything like that. It is what it is. But talking about what it is, it's 2,700 watt hours. No suspension. Doesn't feel much lighter at all, does it, in comparison to the EX? Now, I do like the EX. I'm probably not going to be taking this out to do a review on it. There's so many reviews out there already. And we can't sort of just keep throwing new units into the demo squad and keep them for months while we try and rack up the mileage. I'm on the EX anyway, as it is. But this essentially is just, yeah, it's a hollow motor. I can see two mounts there, top and bottom onto that body there. But yeah, nice big beast of a machine. Super powerful. You've got all the same feature set really. At the top there, what have we got? One charge port still? Yeah, one charge port and a USB port. What I've been using on the EX is the 5 amp charger from the Sherman. That's what I'm using to charge it, just to get a bit more charging it quicker. But yeah. Which batch are the EXNs, Ian? I don't know which batch they are. They've just literally come in. They left 5 weeks ago. I don't know. I'm not sure batch numbers or anything like that are a real thing. Certainly with Emotion, we keep getting asked which batch is this and which batch is that. There isn't actually a batch. We wrote to them and said, are there actually batches? Because they're not naming them. They said, no, they did that to start with. But this could be different for Bigodi. You don't know. Possibly. But anyway, they were, 4 weeks, 5 weeks ago these were produced. Something like that. And they came in today. So not too many delays on this, to be fair. We've been having mammoth problems with things, getting things in. Kingsong can only produce a few wheels, a few models. These we had ordered up. So we got some of these in, and the EX as well. We got less of the EX in because people didn't seem so keen on it, which is strange because I actually really like the EX. I think it's a cracking wheel. Mario, would you like to do the good deed of, what have we got in terms, we got flashy light, have we? Oh wow, that's on. So we had it on like daylight running mode, on, and then flashy. And then I press it again, and what happens? Nothing happens really.
No, because it doesn't have LED.
Is Mike here?
Yeah.
Or is it your phone?
No, I don't have an iPhone.
Oh, okay.
Mike is here.
Okay, because phone's ringing, that's all. Okay, and it goes back to there. So no fancy LEDs, nothing like that. That is just a solid lump of batteries strapped onto a massive wheel and tyre with big foot plates. That's what that is, an incredibly powerful motor. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think it looks really nice. I love the carbon look. I like the way they went with that. Because don't forget, when they brought the M Super V3 out, if you can remember that far away, the buzzer's right there, by the way. That was glossy. It was gloss black. And that's the first Gotways that we got in, was this M Super V3. And me and John were saying they look like suitcases. And we were laughing at them. Then we rode them and went, wow, okay. I can see why people like these machines. But when you go and ride one of those now, they got a load of movement forward and back. But this, the power delivery and the range there, 820 watt hours, was pretty flipping large at that time. So, yeah. Let's have another look. No mud guard in the EX. That wheel is very exposed. It certainly is. You'll get a dirty bot. Does it have 2 charge ports? No. Just the one. Like the carbon look finish. Wrong way. Okay, thanks. Any tips for someone who's about to ride a 16X? Any tips for someone about to ride a 16X? Have you ridden another wheel at all, or is this your first wheel you've ever got on? That's quite important to know. Is this your first purchase of a wheel? Or have you been riding M10-3? Or have you been riding some brand that's unknown? Or what? And where are you going to be riding it? What sort of terrain? So you need to know that really to find out how to best answer that with any sort of certainty. First ever wheel. Well, congratulations on your first ever wheel. So I would definitely find somewhere where you're not going to damage it. So the easiest place to ride on is tarmac, but the easiest place to damage your wheel is tarmac. So really you want something real firm ground, but it's ideally soft, so some grass or something like that. So you can start, if you start, some people start in their living room or kitchen, and they hold on to the side of their sink or whatever, and they move back and forth, but the trouble is if the wheel goes out of control, it's going to go straight into your cabinets and break something in your house. So it's usually better to get to an open space where there aren't any people, because everyone will be staring at you wondering what you're doing, and that doesn't generally help when you're trying to learn something. So open field, a nice flat grass, not all bumpy, otherwise it's going to make it really difficult for you. You're going to have to be aware that you're going to condition yourself, because your legs are going to get a beating, so you'll get bruises on them to start with. That will subside. You need to be standing up straight and looking ahead, not looking down. So you need to be looking ahead. Lean the wheel in slightly before you get onto it. So you put your one foot, I would put my right leg on this side, lean the wheel in slightly. When I jump up, the wheel comes up right, plant that left foot, lean forward immediately, get some speed underway. It's not going to run out of control. Get some speed underway. That'll help you stabilise, and just keep looking ahead. If you're in a big open space, flat ground, nothing to trip over, you can just keep going until you have to stop, and just lean back to stop. And if you have to jump off, you jump off. Don't worry about it. With grass, it should keep it nice and safe. You're obviously going to ding this thing up. Don't worry about scratching it, because it's going to get, even when you can ride really, really well, you're going to come off, you're going to hit something, and it's going to spin and crash to the ground, and you're going to be really annoyed it's scratched up. So, yeah. Just got my mudguard for the showroom for you today, and it seems to slightly rub on the tyre. Never ever had any issues with those mudguards, so I suggest it's probably the way it's fitted on, I would imagine. So definitely double check that you've got it fitted properly. We've sold hundreds of those and never had a single one that's done that. It's possible that there's something wrong with it, but unlikely. So the first thing I would do is just check around that it's actually done properly. The other thing to check is to make sure that the Sherman you've got, the tyre, is spinning correctly. So when you spin that tyre around, is it nice and you've got enough gap each side? So it should be centre. If the thing's across the side, or it's overblown, you know, too big, or it's got a bulge in it, or it's spinning wibbly wobbly, that could be a reason as well. But other than that, if all those things are right, the mudguard should be sat dead centre, and no, it shouldn't rub unless it's not fitted properly. So someone said, Ivan has said, in fact, make sure you know where the local hospital is. Critical Pixels on, just caught the live stream. Ride along a wall is another suggestion. That's possible. If you're really, really stuck, a shopping trolley is a really, really good thing to learn with. But you need an empty car park, of course. But if you can get hold of one, nice, flat, smooth car park, you can hold onto that bar, and you've got 4 coasters on that trolley that allows you to just move around freely, but gives you that stabilisation of having a bar. And so you can push forward and stay upright and learn all the basics. And slowly go on your fingers, tips, on the trolley, etc., and then eventually do away with the trolley. So when is the EXN going live on the site? Hopefully this afternoon, when this is finished. I've got to carry on. We've done the pictures for it. I've just done a description for it. We're just trying to work out the price of it, and we've done the weight for it. So it'll go up tonight or this afternoon, hopefully, all being well. Critical Pixel just wants to say thanks to Mario for all the help with my board replacement. Have you got anything to say to Critical Pixel?
You're welcome.
He says, you're welcome. Very good. Thank you, Mario, for that. I thought you were into poetry and stuff. I thought just being put on the spot, you'd come up with something.
I don't do freestyle.
He doesn't do freestyle. You do long, drawn-out thought processes.
Every line takes like hours to craft it to perfection.
There you go. That's the one then. That's good. It will be my second wheel, bought an InMotion V8 a week ago, and I'm already looking to upgrade after 100 miles. Grass is hard to learn on, in my opinion. It is harder. But at the same time, if you're worried about smashing your wheel up, you've got to make a decision between the two. Unless you try and wrap it in something, but you wrap it in something and the body size isn't the same size as it's going to be when you start unwrapping it. So you might have to start learning all over again. But it took me, Marty says it took me 2 weeks to go further than 5 feet at a time. But after that, I was 100% on my way. And that's the thing. Perseverance, understanding it's going to take time, not getting frustrated, and conditioning. Will we see Ian and Mario dancing in preparation for the wedding? Well, I think Mario is doing a traditional Bulgarian dance, aren't you?
Am I?
He said he might. He said I might. So that's good. He might have said am I, but it did sound a little bit like as well I might. Are you planning to do any? Can you demonstrate here? Traditional.
You can Google.
Google, if you Google traditional Bulgarian dance, or shall I do it?
Yeah, you can do it.
Just because this is what we're kind of looking for. Traditional Bulgarian dance. This is what we're going to be looking for, isn't it? For Mario. There we go. There we go. This is, yeah, Mario does this in the office sometimes. I've seen him do it. You come in and this sort of music's playing. You're like, Mario, what are you doing? He's like, nothing, working. Are those blokes going to dance at any point? Oh yeah, I think they are. They're now done. That's it. That's what he does. We could do that, Mario, couldn't we? We could pair up and do that. Yeah. What's it called? It's called the Gator, isn't it? He's playing in the background. The Guider. It's called the Guider. Why are they wearing Christmassy outfits?
I get that's that part of the country.
Is it?
Different parts have different traditional clothes.
Is that? Have you got clothes like that?
Not really.
Shall I get you some?
Please no.
Please no. But for our dance, we'll need them, won't we? Oh, that's actually quite tiring. That's more. I'm more concerned about not the dress, not the attire, but the fact it looks actually tiring. So yeah, that's very good. So yeah, you could vote. You could vote if you want Mario to do that. Obviously, get enough votes, he has to do it because that's how voting works. We live in a democracy. Is Mario going to get married on his EUC? Says David.
Well, it's a good idea. I can show them a little thing.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to show them a little thing.
Yeah, on camera.
On camera. There we go. This is
no audio.
No audio. So
you
he's muted it. So I will talk over it and go, oh, hello. Right, I'm now looking at it. This is me. I'm riding a... Oh, darling, you're doing so well. This is Mario's voice. I'm doing Mario's voice. Oh, keep going. Just that's it. Just care for the wobble. Keep pushing forward. Oh, no, don't worry. It doesn't matter if you break it. I love you so much. If you break it, it doesn't matter. She's going. She's going. I love this. It's great. Look at you go. You've learnt this in no time at all. It's all my great teaching. Go on the pavement. There we are. Smoother. Don't go on grass. It's too awkward to ride on grass. Ian keeps telling everyone to ride on grass. He's an idiot. That's it. See, you're doing much better on the pavement. I love this, Mario. This is great. Oh no, you've gone on the grass again. Come off the grass. You've gone the wrong way. I know, but I can't steer properly.
Yep.
There we go. That is Mario's...
After 10 minutes.
Better half. After 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Of learning to ride, which I thought was quite impressive.
Yeah.
It must be the teacher.
Yeah, well, she's been in a circus.
She is a circus performer. Elephants, tigers. Was an elephant.
So she knows how to ride a unicycle.
She can ride a unicycle.
And juggle.
Juggle.
Walk on rope, I think.
Walk on rope.
I don't know what other stuff they did.
Can she ride the electric unicycle and juggle?
I could ask her.
Yeah, you could do, yeah. Anyone, that's very good. Yes, congratulations on that. Anyone going to the scooter protest in London on Saturday? Nope, I don't ride a scooter. The mudguard wasn't clipped in properly, but I've noticed a very slight wobble on the wheel when you spin it. Is this going to be a problem? I wouldn't have thought so, unless that wobble's caused enough to start fouling your mudguard. Then obviously that's a problem if you want a mudguard fitted to it. But the common misconception is there's some bent rim syndrome going on, but it's usually the tyre moulding. Now sometimes you can settle that down by deflating the tyre and then re-inflating it. I would kind of leave it alone. The Monster Pro, which isn't in here, it's by my desk, that I'm riding at the moment. If I'm riding it along at 20 miles an hour and look down, the tyre's going woo, 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 like this. All that is the tyre moulding. It's like, it's not making me go like this. I'm not riding along going, oh my goodness, this tyre's wobbly. It's just tyre moulding out. The actual rim, the big mass of it, is dead lovely. No issues whatsoever. So, yeah. Oh, thank you, Marty. Great work, Mario, for the training. He's given $5.
Yeah.
That's what he thinks your teaching's worth. How many hours did you do that for? 2 hours? 5?
Teach her.
Yeah, because he went through theory first. He put a desk up, a load of paperwork that he printed out. Yeah, so... she rides better than Mario. Oh, that's harsh, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
actually, you don't have many crashes, do you? Do you have any crashes? You don't?
As of recently, no.
No.
Because I barely ride.
He doesn't ride. He has so many crashes, he stopped riding and now he has no crashes. My Z10 tyre is slightly wobble as and always has been. No riding issues, that's right. So, from that point of view, wouldn't worry about it too much. But obviously, if it's fitted properly, it shouldn't rub. And if it does, it means it's too out of whack. But you can always let it down anyway. Both up the aisle on EUCs. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that is going to happen. You went to your graduation on an electric unicycle, didn't you?
On the 16S.
Yeah, on the 16S, which you still got, that's what she was riding just then.
Yeah.
So, there. Right, okie dokie. So, unless anyone's got any last things to say, Rob Hitch is just dipping out just before we end. God dear. Then say it now. But otherwise, Critical Pixel said the impression of Mario is 100% accurate. So why am I doing your voice like this? He said that's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
That's really, really good. So, yeah. And someone's pointed out, in terms of crashes, John, that's John Worley, has enough for everybody in the community. So he takes that, really, yeah. Ivan said Mario only has crashes in his car. Very true. But actually, we've worked out on average, was it 1 a year?
Yeah.
Yeah. So on average, he only has 1 catastrophic accident a year.
Yeah.
Seems fine to me. Keeps the insurance nice and lively.
I've only 1 car.
Yes. You've written only 1 car off.
Yeah.
How long have you been driving so far? 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's not a bad ratio. So, yes, it is now 5:05. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for those who donated, which is Marty and Stu. That's Stu Ross. Who's pinging me now? So, yes, and we will see you. You should see a Monster Pro video coming up because Mike, no, that's not Mike, is it? It's Mario. Mario's got all the footage now, I think. So,
Yeah.
should be able to pile it all together. Probably do a bit more to camera. Try and do that tomorrow. That should be up this week. And then also the vlog on Monday. So we'll see you next week. Don't forget to send in your viewers' videos because we only had 1 this week. So if you've got a groundhog running out at you, you've got any footage really of you riding, minute or less, no copyright music, no swearing across the music. Otherwise, it gets cut. So yes, send your viewers' videos in, whatever it is. Make it interesting if you can. Put some time and effort into it. And you might win something, like 30 quid. So, you've been putting in the little guy, haven't you, in the background? Creepy guy, little mini one.
Yeah.
Yeah, people aren't spotting it. In the vlogs, there's a little creepy guy. I spotted it this week.
Really?
I did.
Twice?
Once. Didn't see the second one.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
I saw one of... no, we saw the second one. I didn't see it, but Amy saw it.
Ah.
Yeah, so I saw the first one. I said, hey, creepy man. And she said, where? And I round it and showed her. So, yeah. Right, we'll see you all next week. Have happy riding. Right, it's sunny today and then raining for us tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day. So, yeah. Mario's fiance is in a viewer's video, question mark. She could win 30 quid.
I could make a video.
Exactly. Mario submit a video. So she can review his video.
Yeah.
You can all vote on it. And he can just miscount at the end of the week, couldn't he? He said she got 200 votes. So, right, see you all next Monday.